Hey guys, okay, we're going to continue with lesson 4, and this is where we have three variables with 3 equations. Again, we're trying to get this in row echelon form, which means I have 1s in my diagonals and 0s in front of those numbers, okay? I don't really care what numbers are in the other positions. So I'm going to go ahead and do number 3 with you really quick. And then I'll just make a video working a couple examples from the homework and post that. And so I want you all to be working on that assignment and ask me questions along the way. Okay, so number 3, we want to set this up. So we set this up the other day. I don't think I set it up with you guys. I did in class. So remember, we want to put our x, our y, and our z's. This is like our equal sign, and then we have our constants. So my first equation, I have 3x. I don't have a y, so that's like saying 0y plus 3z equals 0. Then I have 2x plus 2y plus 0z equals 2. And then 0x plus 3y plus 3z equals 3. Okay, so my goal is to get 1s in these positions and 0s in these positions. So I always like to start with getting 1 in my top row, in where that 3 is at the top. So in that top row, I'm going to go ahead and do 1/3 row 1. So 1/3 times 3 is 1/3. I'm sorry. Wow. No. 1/3 times 3 is 1. 1/3 times 0 is 0. 1/3 times 3 is 1 again. And 1/3 times 0 is 0. I haven't done anything to the other rows, so I'm going to go ahead and copy those down. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to work on making this a 0. So I'm going to do, I'm going to scalar multiple and add a row. So -2 times row 1 plus row 2 is going to go into row 2. So I'm going to do -2 times row 1. So -2 times 1 plus row 2 is 2. So -2 plus 2 is 0. And that's what I wanted. So I have 1, 0, 1, 0. On the bottom, I'm not changing anything, so I'm going to go ahead and write that. And then I did -2 times the first position of row 1 plus the first position of row 2, and that's going to give me 0. Then I'm going to do -2 times the second position of row 1 plus the second position of row 2. So that's 0 plus 2 is 2. And then -2 times the third position of row 1 plus the third position of row 2. So -2 plus 0 is -2. And then -2 times the last position of row 1 plus the last position of row 2 is going to be 2 again. Okay? So I have my 0 here. That's what I wanted. So now I'm going to try to go ahead and make this to a 1. So I'm going to do that by doing 1/2 of row 2. So 1, 0, 1, 0. 1/2 of row 2. 1/2 of 0 is 0. 1/2 of 2 is 1. 1/2 of -2 is -1. 1/2 of 2 is 1. 0, 3, 3, 3. Okay, next thing I want to do is I need a 0 here. So I am going to do -3 of row 2 plus row 1. Plus row 3 into row 3. So 1, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, -1, 1. I'm not changing the first 2 rows. Then I'm going to do -3 times the first position of row 2 plus the first position of row 3 is going to give me a 0 here. Then I'm going to do -3 times the second position of row 2 plus the second position of row 3. So -3 plus 3 is 0. Then I'm going to do -3 times the third position of row 2 plus the third position of row 3. So -3 plus 3. Nope, sorry, that's +3. -3 times -1 is +3. Plus 3 is 6. So I'm going to have a 6 here. Then I'm going to do -3 times the last position of row 2 plus the last position of row 3, which is 0. Okay? So I have 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So I just need to make this 6 a 1 to be in row echelon form. So 1/6 of row 3 will give me that 1 that I need there. So I have 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, -1, 1, 0, 1/6 times 0, 0, 1/6 times 0, 0, 1/6 times 6 is 1, and 1/6 times 0 is 0. Okay, so I took my equations here and I set them up as a matrix here. I've used my row operations to get my matrix into row echelon form, which is this form. And now I'm going to rewrite those as equations, back as equations. So on the first row here, remember these are my x, my y, my z's equal constant. So on my first row I have x plus z equals 0. On my second row I have y minus z equals 1. And on my third row, I have z equals 0. So I can plug these values in. I end up getting x plus 0 equals 0, so x equals 0, and y minus 0 equals 1, so y equals 1. So my solution to this system is my x value is 0, my y value is 1, my z value is 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay? So we can use our row operations to get our matrix into row echelon form, which is what we did down here. And then we can use our values to solve our system. All right, so this is how you would do this with 3 systems, 3 variables. And I want you guys to keep working on the assignment. I'm going to make a video going over a couple of those problems, and I'll post that